Hey everyone, this is LordDavon from the ECF forums, and today I'm going to bring you a neat little treat from MadVapes. Been doing business with MadVapes for a few months now. I've been liking them. They've never screwed up my order. Well, this was the first one. It was actually a rather large order, so I got to cut them some slack. But you saw this little dual CR 123A kit, and it comes with 2 batteries. I only see one. I cut him some slack. I put in a support ticket, but who can't count to 2? Anyway, just playing. Anyway, so oh wait, there is one other thing I do want to touch on, and that's their business card that they give you in the order. On the back, it has a nice little guide for battery type and voltages versus single and dual core items, and it's neat. It's neat. I want some more of these. So never paid attention before. I don't know if that's new, but that's pretty cool. I'm going to request some more business cards in my next order because I got some people at work that could really use that guide. It's neat. That being said, I want to talk about my Infinity Pro. This is my favorite mod. I've seen the others. I've played with the others. This is my favorite mod. I did get it quite early. I have serial number 150. I was within the first 150 to buy one. I love my Infinity Pro. It is a variable voltage. This one goes from 3.23 to 5.6 volts. It gives me a perfect vape every time. It is quite enjoyable. I love my Infinity Pro. But one thing I will say about it, though, is it's not cheap. It's not expensive either, but it's over $100 to get into the Infinity Pro. But there are reasons to get into it. That's PG, by the way. I do these reviews because I like to help people. I like to save people some money, give them advice, let them know what I've tested and what I like so they don't have to waste their money. A lot of us like to help. And that's why we do these reviews, because, well, we have fun, we get to test new stuff, sometimes we get stuff for free or a nice discount. Hear peepers in the background. But not everybody has the type of money to invest in this kind of stuff. It is not the greatest economy out there. You know, it might not be in a recession, but we're in a recession. So I want to talk about different ways of saving some money, and one of them is, you know, variable voltage is all the craze right now. Everybody's got something for variable voltage. There's variable voltage egos that go between 3.2, I think, to like 4.2. You have the XL3. I'm going to review that soon. You've got a lot of different mods out there that will do, you know, change the batteries. They go from 3.7 to 5 volt, 6 volt. You've got the gripper, and that's 3.7, 5, and 6 volt. But everything has a cost, and you know, some of the lesser expensive ones are really cheap. Some of the more expensive ones are expensive. My favorite, of course, is my Infinity Pro. I love it so much. I have the original Infinity. I love my Infinities. It's fantastic, but I can't expect everybody to be able to afford it. So I can't say, go out and buy one. But what I can say is, let's take a look at alternatives. And one of the alternatives that I have found is from MadVapes. And it is the variable voltage mod box that they have. They have one with LED for $44. They have one without for $33. Depends on what you want. Do you want the voltage display? Now, if you're going to get into variable voltage, and for this type, I recommend spending the extra $11 and getting the one with the LED. The placement's in the center, which is a little off. but it vapes well. It vapes mad. It's really good. They use a nice regulator in this. It will actually keep the voltage pretty constant, even with my 3.5 ohm atomizer on here. It keeps a nice steady voltage. It's one of the things that I love about my Infinity Pro. If I started at 5.5 volts, I'm going to get 5.5 volts hitting this atomizer. I get the same thing with this, which is quite impressive. They use a circuit board or PCB or whatever you want to call it. That they use a regulator that that they sell on their site for mods. You know, they sell a lot of mod parts, and they sell it for $8. It's impressive. It works very well. It's a nice one. Let me show you this device a little bit more. Yes, I know, the glare on my forehead. They've got the nice little LED, and the LED will show you what the voltage is. 5.5. I don't want to waste the vape. It's got an on-off switch. They put this little switch on here for firing it up. On the back, you have a little hole where that they drill out, and they have the screw adjustment underneath. It's a dial. And let's take a look inside. You can see it is a triple double A. I love to say it. I know 3X double A, but triple double A box, a battery box. And what they do is they put their stuff in the center bay, and then on the outside you have your two batteries. The batteries do not come with it. They were $5 each from them. These are the Trust Fire batteries. They look cool. I like them. They're 900 mAh. You can get higher mAh batteries for a few bucks more each. I recommend getting the Trust Fire TR001 battery charger for them, because I've got 3 of them and I love them. That's why that one's still in the wrapper. I don't even need it. They use a nice hot glue, and I know I say a lot. They use a nice hot glue in here for sealing everything up. They put the wires in, they put the dial in, they put the LED in, and they've got a nice nice little 510 connector in there. I'm going to turn off the light, it might be too bright. The 510 connector is a nice solid, you know, no hole in it. It's a manual battery, so or manual PV, so it's got a nice little connector. It's in there pretty tight. It's a solid build, solid design. It wasn't what I was expecting. I was expecting cheap, but it's not. It really is a solid build. The battery cover goes on nice and tight. It does have a screw hole like the battery boxes come with, and you can put a screw in there if you want to, but you got to take it out every single time you want to pull off the cover. What's nice about this is you don't need a screwdriver to adjust this. You can just pull off the cover and turn it with your fingers. It is very, very sensitive. So, you know, you turn that thing about a quarter of a way, you've gone up about 3 volts. It's very sensitive. You'll get the feel for it though after a while. It's a solid construction. I do like this. I think the placement, and I think it's because of the LED, they didn't put it in one of the end bays, but I'm sure, you know, if there's a will, there's a way. They could have put something on the, you know, put it on the end bay. They could have used a horn button, which I like much better than this little plasticky stub here, which is a little bit crooked on mine. I don't know if you can tell, but it's a little bit crooked. They could have used a thumb wheel, especially if it was on the side. You know, having a mod that fits in the palm of your hand, and yes, I have large hands, ladies, large. They could have put it on the side. It does have like a trigger feel to it when you have something like this. It's a square box. It's not comfortable in the hand like the Infinity Pro is, or the Buzz Pro, or many of the other mods, the Provari, I don't know. There are a lot out there that are more comfortable. They're slimmer, they're longer, they feel better in your hand. This is a rectangular box with slightly rounded corners. It feels like a box in your hand. When you hold it to vape, you are going to hold it flat. And vape. But it vapes well. I mean, this is definitely function over form. Um, it's not terribly uncomfortable in my hand. Like I said, they could have used a different button. They could have done a lot of different things. I would love to see them try to do something out of the rough stack. I think that would be a cool PV. The nice part about this is it's $44 for this. It's $10 for a charger. It's $5 for the batteries each. 64 bucks. It's half the price of something like the Infinity Pro. There's a lot of people who want to get into variable voltage, but they don't want to hit that cost. They're saving up for this week after week, putting $5 away. They're buying their vaping supplies. Not everybody has a lot of money. I mean, I notice, and you probably can notice the stack of tablets and stuff over there. I do have some money to play with sometimes, so I can afford this kind of stuff, but you guys can't. Not all of you. And if you can't, you want something that's going to work well. I mean, this is about our health. This is about feeling better and living a longer life. And if it's going to kill you to buy something to prolong your life, that doesn't make much sense. So this is the variable voltage mod box with LED from MadVapes. It's 44 bucks. It's 90 bucks. 44, 90, 44, 90. Do the math. If you've got the money, go with this. e-cigs has just done a knockout job on the Infinity and the Buzz Pros. I mean, you cannot. I can't find a better PV than those. I absolutely adore them. They're to me well worth the money. But if you don't have the money, you want to get into variable voltage, this is not a bad alternative. I will let you know that if you want just a backup variable voltage for your Infinity Pro, your Buzz Pro, or your Provari, or whatever you've got, this makes a nice little backup too. The cost is low. It's not cheap. It's inexpensive. And I recommend it. I didn't think I would. They made a believer out of me. Give us some options. I would like to see some options. I would like to be able to choose different components for this in the future. But that being said, it's a nice mod. So this is Lord. Wait. I do want to talk about a couple of things. I'm going to be doing some giveaways. If you want to subscribe, you will be eligible for the giveaways. I will let you know exactly what they are. I am spending a fortune on doing stuff, and I'm trying to acquire a Kindle Fire. But it'll be used. But I'm not rich, but I do have toys. As well, Rock and Robbie and I are going to collaborate on some videos and do some really cool things for everybody. I'm in Florida, he's in California, and we're going to do some stuff back and forth. It's going to be kind of fun and help save everybody even more money. So stay tuned for that. This is LordDavon. I'm out of here.